Polygamy is being weaponized, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's domestic abuse. It is. And it's just like you have religious cults, you also have spiritual cults. They exist. Just because you're spiritual don't mean it's not a cult. So using spirituality to gain authority over another person's life, that's weaponizing a person's free will. Weaponizing a person's mind. You're using spirituality to weaponize women into being submissive. And I'm gonna tell you this. Submissiveness is not a feminine thing. Here's the bigger kicker. Over 90% of the population writes with their right hand. Your right hand is controlled by the left hemisphere of the brain, which deals with submissiveness. Your analytical thinking, linear ways of thinking, logical thinking, masculine. The left hand deals with the right brain hemisphere. The right brain hemisphere controls the left side of the body. Right hemisphere of the brain deals with femininity, creation, rebirth, renewal. I say creativity, imagination, your intuition, the things that you use to manifest and manipulate. Okay, your reality, manipulate whatever you want to see fit. People back in the 1700s. It was back way back then, okay? I can't give you the exact time right now. But way back, you know, if they saw people, especially women, writing with their left hand, they would be deemed as witches, evil creatures. It was something about, I guess, functioning from the right brain hemisphere, because I think if everybody was functioning from the right brain hemisphere, everybody be creating and using their own mind, using their imagination to create the things, and we probably wouldn't even have a patriarchy. But hey, to each his own. When a lot of people think about polygamy, people only think about the sexual energy, the things that they could do to manipulate another person, and try to have control over that person's life, and that person is only to bow down to them and no one else, and only to submit to them and serve them and no one else. They can't live their self out. They can't live outside of the perimeters that have been set for them. That is a cult. I really wanted to talk about this because there's a lot of women, and women never meant to be submissive. That's actually a masculine thing, like I just said. Feminine counterpart, right, is chaos, is dark. Okay, and that's why society does not like when a woman talks or has anything to share or has anything to say when it comes to how they're being treated. They don't like how women are able to think, because if you grew up in a single parent household with a woman, with your mother, right, she always finds ways to do things. Whether she got the resources to do it, she gonna get it done. Women always find ways to get things done, whether it's with a lot of resources or with little resources. You always get things done. Okay, you're not meant to be this stay in your position, stay in your lane, know your space, know your place as a woman. No, that's actually what has created a very dense society. What would life be like? People always talk about the patriarchy. We got the money system, we got the government, and the man preying on it. Like, this is the patriarchy. This isn't the matriarchy. Women didn't create a money system. Women did not create a government to rule and to have the upper hand over another person's free will. I really don't think that this is going to last that long. Like, with everything that's transpiring and with everything that's going on, I feel like it's gonna be a rebellion. Yeah. And it don't have to be, oh, get the swords and we're gonna go to war. No, it don't have to be that. It's combativeness. It's fighting back against a old system that's crumbling and going in with the new. But yeah, let me get back on topic, because I like to drift off topic sometimes. We have more value than just being mothers, being nurses and nurturers and nutritionists and nutritionists, and we have way more to offer. Society has taught us that the traits of a woman is the traits of a man, and the traits of a man is what's the traits of a woman, if that makes sense. So the things such as being submissive, things such as staying in your lane, staying in your place, like analytical linear ways of being, that's all masculine. When we go back to yin and yang, people get married. This is what the patriarchy has caused a world of confusion. The patriarchy has caused a world full of turmoil, because nobody really knows who they are. Nobody really knows who they are. When people get married, they always have the man wearing all black and the woman wearing all white, but that's actually supposed to be reversed if you're going to do a wedding, because a wedding is a ritual and it sets the foundation of the marriage. So black it represents feminine energy, white represents masculine energy. So when you see your bride and groom wearing these two colors, but they're reversed, think about how that marriage is set. You don't have to do a traditional, that's not really a traditional wedding, but okay, it's not really a tradition. It's just something that came about from a person that started wearing all white, or who began the culture of wearing all white when going and getting married. There was one person that did that. I can't remember the name of the person, but they did that, and then all of a sudden everybody wants to wear all white. All women want to wear all white. You can also wear other colors if you want to get married. Other colors to represent feminine nature. Dark colors represents femininity, and lighter colors represents masculinity. Polygamous relationships were for creating a system. It wasn't meant to have one of the persons just being for that person. It was to create a sense of community, not telling people how to eat, not telling people what to wear, what they gotta do for them. It was to create a sense of community. It's a foundation of security. But whether it's financial, whether it's emotional, it was never meant to be so rigid and meant to be so strict and stern and just having one person. It is endless things that people can do. But I think when people talk about spirituality, people always talk about, they come from a world full of religious beliefs, and they take those beliefs and condense them into something even more triggering. Because you just came from a belief system where they think about women in the same way that you are treating them. You come from the same system that you come from the same system that people think about how women are supposed to be treated, and then you go even further and treat them like such and worse. So yeah, that's my take on polygamy and spirituality. Feel free to comment what y'all think about polygamy and spirituality. Do you think it's natural? I don't think it's natural. I don't think anybody should be tied down to anybody, for real. And yeah, like, it's a lot. It's a lot, because you are controlling a person's mind, you're controlling a person's willpower, you're controlling a person's free will. Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what y'all think about polygamy and spirituality. And if you want to see more conscious content, make sure to like and subscribe and click on the notification bell so you won't miss out. And like always, this channel is all about raising our level of vibrations and our consciousness so that we can help manipulate our own reality the way that we want them to be, not nobody else. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, True Ascension. You can follow me on there as well. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace and abundance, peace and chaos.